Okay. This is our team call for Tuesday, September 15th. And I want to welcome you guys all to the call. I'm super excited to see everybody on. What I want to cover tonight is just, you guys can just take notes on everything that I'm going to talk about. And if I'm going too fast, just, let me know. And then I can, obviously go back to certain things. I listened, and I don't know how many of you have, but I did post within our team group that the Chalene Johnson, what is it, Developing Your Tribe or something like that. And it was super, super good. And there's 90 days to making more income. So I want to share that with you guys because I listened to it yesterday and it was really great. And I was really just taken back by a lot of things that she said. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. And I was, and I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to go back today, re-listen to it. And that's what my call is going to be about. Cause I don't tend to plan my calls too far in advance because my thoughts change every other day. So I didn't want to focus on something and then change my mind. So this is basically what it's on, is what she had spoke about. And it's there's 11 goals that she wants us to do, or what I want for you to do. And here they are. So for 90 days, she just really wants us to just kind of focus on what your goals are going to be and really, really make yourself uncomfortable to get to those goals. And that's one thing we preach about in this business is that, oh, just a second, somebody's saying something. Okay, is it still really, really choppy? Sometimes if I shut my video off, it'll work really good. I'm going to shut down my other internet stuff here. Can somebody tell me if it's any better?
I don't think it's choppy.
Okay. I'm not sure if it's my connection.
I can hear you just fine, Jen. There's a delay, but it's not choppy.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to meeting everybody. Okay, so Amber, I'm gonna leave you off, and then you can tell me if it starts getting bad. Okay. Oh, one thing she said at the very beginning, she said, do you ever struggle with, Diana says it's echoing on her end. Okay, I'm gonna shut my video off and you tell me if it got better. Hold on. Okay, does it sound better? Okay, so it is better.
Yeah, but you didn't sound.
Okay, well, I will. Okay, fine. I guess you guys just don't get to see me. I don't care. Okay, so she had talked about when you're training your teams, one of the biggest frustrating things for a leader is when people keep coming to you with questions and are asking all kinds of questions, and you give them all this advice, and then they don't follow through. They don't implement anything that you're teaching them. And she said, so you have to really focus on the people that are moving forward and actually implementing the information that you're sharing. And so you have to remember that this business starts with purpose, and your purpose is to help other people. And so she said one of her main tips for everybody, she kind of talks about other businesses, but I think a lot of it was aimed at Beachbody coaches. Her biggest tip was, when someone asks you what you do, don't say the company name. You are not Beachbody. She kept saying, you are not Beachbody. You are whoever. You are Amber. You are Diana. You are Heather. You are Andrea. And you are a coach. You are there to help people, and you are not Beachbody. Like, she just kept saying, if you have Beachbody in your name, in your social media, you need to get rid of it. You need to be, you need to be just you. You can't, because if you're promoting Beachbody with, with that company name in there, people are going to go to beachbody.com. I mean, they're not thinking straight. I've had people order through beachbody.com and then come to me and say, oh my God, I totally ordered 21 Day Tricks and I'm so ready to be in your group. And I'm like, you did? So then right away I go to my previous office view and I see that they didn't order through me. So I ask them, and I'm like, oh, I just went to beachbody.com. It was on the infomercial, so I just did that. They knew I was a coach, but they didn't understand the whole process of it, that you can go to my website and then I become your coach. So they were kind of confused. So she said, if you have Beachbody or anything like that in your descriptions or anything in your social media, go take that out. She said, instead, when someone says, what do? You say something like, I help people start a business that makes them feel amazing, and not who you work for. So you have to say, I help people feel better about themselves through health and fitness. Or I saw another coach posted on her wall that she's an online entrepreneur and she's a Beachbody coach. I mean, there was different ways that you can word it so that it's not sounding, I don't know, I guess, so like every other coach, because a lot of coaches are putting Beachbody with everything, and so when I say, announce a coach on our team, I don't tend to say like we're Beachbody coaches. I just say you're a new coach on our team. And it's just helping you steer away from that brand so you become your own brand. Okay, so here are the goals. And she said they're meant to be challenging and they're meant to make you uncomfortable. If you notice in life, if things get comfortable, you kind of slacken stuff. So you have to be uncomfortable in order to be successful in a lot of things. You have to be willing to fail. That is why that book, Failing Forward, is so good. I know Diana said she loves that book. And it's a really, really good book. It teaches you that failing is not a negative thing. Failing is something that you learn from. Okay, so for 90 days, here is the first goal that you have to set. It has to be related to people. So you have to put down a name. Who is somebody that is helping you become successful? Who is somebody that you truly value in your life, or who's helped you become successful in anything that you're doing? You can even acknowledge your coaches on your team, because coaches need to hear that on this team, everybody that signs up with you creates your success. So you want that for them also. You want them to know that you are where you are because of them. Like me, I'm 2-star diamond because I have Amber and Diana. If they didn't go diamond, I would never have been 2-star. I didn't become 2-star just because I'm Jen Kelly. I became 2-star because I had 2 coaches on my team that wanted to be diamond so bad, and they made it happen. And that is something that you have to be incredibly grateful for. When your coaches get you to Emerald, it's because of them. It's not because of you. It's because they signed up with you and they created that success for you. So you have to remember that no matter who signs up with you, even if they're discount, praise them. Think of ways that you can make them feel good for what they've done for you by creating the success for you. And she said, make it very specific. Like, put down names that you can acknowledge over the next 90 days for them helping create your success. It could even be a customer. It could be your friend. It could be your success partner, which I have preached about you guys getting success partners. While I'm on that topic, real quick, when you get a success partner, I highly, highly, highly suggest you not having a coach on your same direct downline. Like I wouldn't have my success partner be on my personally sponsored coaches that signed up with me. I would put them, I would suggest that you are with somebody that's a higher rank than you, even if it's just Emerald right above you, or Ruby right above you, or a Diamond. Always go for somebody that's ahead of you in the game, because they are going to teach you how they got there. And that person's going to push you to get there. And if you have a lot of drive, you can also help that person get to the next level. You guys can just go back and forth. And I think sometimes if you're on the same level, you're both maybe still confused on where to go or what to do. And I think it's great that you want to push each other and do that kind of stuff. But you really have to stay very business focused and make that your success. You know, that's what your success partner is for. It's for the business side of it, to make sure that you're not letting the other coach slack. My success partner, he didn't let me slack at all. Like if I was like, I don't have any success club points, he's like, okay, what are you not doing? You tell me you're doing things, but you know very well if you're not doing the 3 vital behaviors and you're not doing it every single day, then you're really not doing it. You're just kind of comfortable and think, well, I hit it last month, so I'll hit it this month, no problem. And it is not like that. So you need a success partner that can push you outside your comfort zone. Number 2, invest in something that scares you for the business. Some kind of a tool, like go to a seminar. If there's a seminar around that you can go to that is a motivational speaker that can help you in your business, invest in that. Put money towards that. Maybe a new website that'll teach you how to use social media. Maybe it's a new phone. Maybe you are like, oh, I'm gonna wait until I get an upgrade for my phone. No, go out and get something that's gonna help you move in your business. Like if your phone's so small that you can't see things on it, you need to go get a bigger phone or something that maybe a laptop. Any kind of tool that will help you in the next 90 days move your business forward. So she said, just invest in something. It doesn't have to be like, thousands of dollars. Obviously, none of us are going to do that. But find something that you can invest in that will help you stay on track. Because what is the biggest thing we tell our customers is when you invest in yourself, you are more likely to stay focused. You are more likely to complete it because you put that money in. You have skin in the game. And that is something that I will always preach to my customers and my coaches. You put the money in. Why not give it a chance? Why not, make the best of it? So find something that you can invest in that kind of scares you a little bit, to move forward. Write down specifically to help you make more money. What is it about this thing that you're going to invest in is going to help you move your business, make it move faster? And one thing she said on there, she's like, scared money don't make money. So I thought that was really cute. I'm like, well, it's true. My husband always told me, even when I was like, oh my God, Joe, I don't know if I could spend that on this, I don't know. I just don't know if I should buy that extra program for something. And he said, you can't make money unless you spend money. And I always thought he was just like either like on some good drugs or something, because I'm like, that don't make no sense. And it's true. It actually worked. When I invested back in myself, it worked. I put that investment in, so I was more willing to push myself because I put that extra money in. Number 3, schedule 3 hours of implementation. So you implement everything that you're learning. So instead of listening to podcasts or reading a book and go, oh my God, that book was so good. Oh my God, I have so many notes and that podcast was incredible. I'm so jacked. Okay, I'm gonna go listen to another podcast. No, rather than listen to those podcasts and read the books and learning all this information, use it, implement it into your business. So take 3 hours a week, schedule out 3 hours. It doesn't have to be 3 hour, in like huge masses. Just spread it out. Figure out in your week when you have time and make that a 3 hour total that you put everything that you're learning and implementing it back into your business. And then she said, people that skyrocket their business are those that make the time to implement all that they are learning. Even set an alarm on your phone that says time to implement what you learned, and just have it so that it reminds you to just the things that I've even been teaching you. And I like the Coach Basic groups because everybody, you have to, at the end of it, it says what your action is. You have to post a picture. You have to post something. I mean, it's making you do it because it's right there in front of you. That's your assignment. You can tell your teacher no. So, I mean, it's kind of great to have you guys kind of push outside of your comfort zones and share those pictures. And she said something that really, she's really funny. And if you guys listen to her, she's kind of sassy. So I love listening to her podcast. She said, let's be real. Medicine doesn't work if it's still in the bottle. So drink the medicine. And I was like, see, she knows what I'm talking about. She knows. I like that kind of, that just that little sass that she has to her. Number 4, do one thing a week to make your significant other feel significant. If you don't have a significant other, you have to stop and think that you really do have somebody that is significant to you. Who is somebody that, like maybe it's your best friend, your sister, your brother, just someone who holds some kind of significant to you. She said, God blesses you when you take care of those people also. So schedule one thing a week. So you're doing 12 activities in this 90 day. You can be anything like a date night. Okay, this is more for your spouses. So date night, invite, or write a little love letter on the counter at night, or hide a note in their car, or just something to make them feel significant. If it's somebody that's your best friend, tell them how they've impacted you, or how they've made you feel. Just think of ways that you can let someone know that they mean a lot to you. She said, even if things are rocky in your marriage or in your relationship, they may like look at you like, what are you doing? Like what kind of trick you got up your sleeve now? But the more you do it, the more it fills their cup. It makes them feel good, and in return, they're going to return it back to you. They're going to return that kind of that feeling back to you. She said, oh, and also on your teams, if you have key players on your team, like coaches that are moving their business, instead of thinking, oh, they've already got it, I don't have to check in on them, I don't have to praise them, they already know they're awesome. Well, even though you think in your head they already know how great they are, they still need to hear praise. They still need to hear how much they mean to you in this team. And all of us want that. Even though I don't have an upline coach that does that for me, Brandy and Lee, who are a couple levels above me, kind of took me under their wing and kind of like adopted me into their downline. And so it's really hard when you don't really have an upline that can give you that praise. And so that's another reason why I've opened up my team to other people, because I know that everybody likes to feel like they're part of something. They're part of an actual team, not, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach, and yeah, I belong to a team, but I don't really know any of them, and I don't really feel like I belong anywhere. And that's something I'm really, really passionate about, is helping other people be successful. So just make sure that people that are on your team, if they're doing something, acknowledge them, make them feel good about what they're doing for you, even in the business, or what you're noticing them doing. Number 5, let's see. You have to commit to what you do that moves your business forward. So find something that you can totally commit to for the next 90 days. Maybe, she said, if you had to have just one thing that you think that will just move your business like crazy, and that's the one thing you're going to for sure do, no matter what it is, you're always going to do it. Like she said, with her, she makes training videos. So she is going to say that she's going to do 1 hour, was it 1 hour a day or 1 hour a week? I don't remember what it was, how many videos she was going to make. So for the next 90 days, she was always going to make these training videos. So if you think showing your workout videos gets the best, okay, focus on that. If you think, if you've noticed the most comes from just running events, then focus on that being your biggest thing. If you notice that, like I liked how Andrea posted just a little simple, if I could give you a 30-minute workout, clean eating, whatever it was in that wording, that was, people saw that and you left it open. You didn't make it seem salesy at all. You were there to help them. And like I said, if somebody can't afford a challenge pack, then get them started on something. There is something for everyone. And if they're just not interested in Shakeology right now, then, you know, even tell them, okay, maybe you can get the workout and get started, and then maybe they want to buy the sampler pack. Get them to order a sampler pack so they can at least taste it and get them started. Something you might want to write this down, and I'm thinking about it right now, and I'll forget if I don't tell you. Something that I feel absolutely horrible that I did not tell anybody this, because for some reason, I guess I didn't know it existed. But Lee told me last night on the phone, she said, and it's a more expensive route for people, but I know people are worried about getting Success Club points. But if you have somebody that cannot drink Shakeology, okay, so anything that people can order on HD, which is home delivery, auto ship, if they place an order, so let's say they go on tonight onto your website and they order like the performance line or anything that adds up to 90 PV. So you can look through your price list and look for anything that they can order on HD. So if they order anything in that one-time order, or like the order that time for 90 PV or above, you will earn 1 point. It doesn't matter if it's 6 different things, but if it equals out to be 90 PV and they make everything HD home delivery, you will earn 1 point from that. And I guess I was not aware of that, and I feel like a total boob that I didn't know that, so I apologize. And if other people knew this already, why didn't you tell me? I guess I wasn't aware of that. And I know it's a more expensive route for people. Did you need something, Amber?
No, it was an accident.
Oh, knock it off.
No, although I didn't know that existed. Sorry.
Okay, well,
Because I've gotten points that way.
okay, well, you're fired. You're fired. I'm gonna find out a way to.
Or if you have a coach sign up, and they never bought a challenge pack, and they do 90 PV HD, and they're and I think the first month, or like when they sign up, same thing, you get a point.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Because I've gotten points that way, and I've went on there and I'm like, how the hell did I get a point? You know, and then I look on the little list that it gives you when you drop down Success Club points in your office,
Mhm.
and they'll say new coach or new customer 90 PV HD. Anyways, that's how I've gotten mysterious points.
Well, you are awesome, because I didn't know that. Andrea, what did you need, hon? I don't.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi. I was chatting now. I don't quite understand. So why would that be the more expensive route than, say, Shakeology on HD?
Because
I don't quite understand. Can you explain it?
yeah, because some of the things will add up. Like, let me just see if I have my price list here. But I'm just saying sometimes it could be more expensive than getting Shakeology. That's because some of the PV doesn't add up. Like, it kind of ticks me off because some of the things you would think have a higher PV and they don't. Let's see if the performance line is on here so I can tell you. Okay. Okay, so like if they ordered creatine, that's already it's already gonna be $20. But if they ordered on HD, you're still only getting 12 PV from that. So I'm just saying, in order for it to add up to 90 PV, some of this stuff it's gonna get expensive. So it's gonna be pretty close to the cost of Shakeology. So oh yeah, and some of the shipping now, I think it's actually all of HD now, isn't it? I think that went from $2 to $4 now. I think a lot of it went to $4 shipping. So
Jen, I think the Shakeology is still $2,
is it still?
and then I believe my E&E that I get is still $2 as well, because I got a letter in the mail. But there were certain things that went up to $4.
Okay. Do you know what challenge packs did? I'd have to look at a challenge pack order lately. And
To refresh is $4.
Yeah, so the refresh is $4. I just had a challenge pack sign up today. Yay me. And it was still $2. So I think it's just specific items.
Okay. Aaron said with the performance line, you get the pre-workout and post-workout recovery. It's 90 PV and only $87. That's perfect, because if you guys can use that, thank you, Aaron. You guys can use that to, to help get your points. And I feel awful that I didn't even know that. I mean, who has been a coach for 4 years? I'm going to start lying and say I've only been doing it for a year. Because now I feel really bad that I did not know that. So maybe I shouldn't have admitted that. Maybe I should have just, all right, crap, and now it's recorded. So of course it's on record. Okay, let's move on from my mistake. Number 6, something that you can give up, just like Lent. Just think of something that you can give up that will help your business move forward. Like maybe watching less TV, less Facebook scrolling. You need to give up something that's keeping you from soaring your business. If you don't know, ask your spouse or someone that knows you really well and can tell you things that you do that are mindless or like, wasting time. And she said, and you don't have to go cold turkey. Like, I'm never, ever going to be on the internet again for 90 days. So, I mean, do something that with Facebook, just say, okay, I'm not going to sit and just stare at everybody's stuff on Facebook or watch, videos that don't benefit me in my business. So for me, I don't watch TV that much. I will watch Good Morning America in the morning, right before my boys get on the bus. And then I shut it off. I walk away. I can't, in my mind, I finally had to say I couldn't sit down and watch TV until I had all of my things done that I had to get done for my business. And sometimes I don't watch TV again until Joe's home to watch news before we have supper. So I have made that a huge thing for me, and that has really changed a lot for my business, because I would sit down and watch talk shows, and then I'd be like, God, I wonder how come I'm not doing anything with my business. That's because I just knew the gossip in the world and what the talk shows were talking about celebrities. So find something that you can give up for the next 90 days. Number 7, set a weekly fitness goal. Maybe it's completing a program. Maybe it's starting something new for the next 90 days. Do not make it about weight loss. She said the biggest thing is about fitness. You could be in a total funk and you go for a run or you go smash out a workout. And after that, it was funny because she's like, I go for a run and I come back and I am ready I could solve all the world's problems just from going on that run. And it's true, because I usually feel the most jacked up after I've worked out. Like I'm pretty much going to be an amazing coach all day long in my head after I've worked out. And then usually by afternoon, I'm like pretty exhausted from thinking I could take on the world. So try to figure out some kind of a weekly fitness goal that you can use for the next 90 days. That it's going to, she said, be very specific of what you want from it, and do not make it about weight loss. Number 8, set a weekly goal of restoration. Do something for yourself to restore your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, whatever it is that you feel that brings peace to you. She said, do things like yoga. Go get your hair done if it's relaxing. Go get a massage. Sleep in. Oh, sleep in. That sounds good. Meet up with friends and have a glass of wine, and just whatever brings pure joy to you. Just anything that can just bring some sort of peace and restore your mind. Anything that you want. It could be anything. And make sure you write it down and you're specific about it and you stick to it. One time a week, just make sure that you are putting yourself first. Number 9, schedule one mastermind get together. Oh, more hiking. There you go, Andrea. See, I wish I had places like that around here. I got fields. I can go hang out in the cornfields. That'd be fun. So number 9, schedule a mastermind get together with business-minded people and share your goals. I kind of think we do that on our team calls, and we can make it more about that for the next 90 days. We can, we can figure out who wants to talk and, talk about their goals for that week, and we can have multiple people. I mean, we've got enough time to where we can have a few people give their goals and kind of what they want to set forth for the week. And it says just no more than 8 to 10 people, because it can get, pretty, it can become kind of congested, and you may lose track if you're not staying focused with more than, if you have just a really large group. And she said, just make sure that you are really stating your goals for that week, and so that people can hold you accountable to them. And that's something I'm really big on, is holding you accountable to all of your goals. And I might be annoying by bugging people sometimes about just a reminder of, maybe what you told me earlier in the year or last week or last month or whatever it is that you said that were your goals. And then if I haven't seen anything for a while, I kind of want to revisit those. I want to know, okay, now you told me this, but where are you at right now? Because something you will find is your why will change. As you go into this business, it will change as you keep going. It's going to be, right now it could be, oh my God, I got to be able to buy my groceries. Okay, so then you start making enough money and oh my God, you're buying extra groceries. And then it's, okay, now I need to be able to, I want to put my kid into dance or whatever it is, and it's extra money and it's a couple months away, but I really have to focus on that. And that's what my extra income is going to go to. And then every single time you hit those goals in your business, it's going to change. It's going to evolve, but you're always going to have a big why. There's going to be a reason why you joined. There's going to be a reason why you're pushing as much as you can to help other people. And there's a balance. You have to find a balance between helping people and helping yourself financially. Like, this is a business and you have to treat it like a business. And our business is helping people. And so it's finding that balance of not being like, okay, I don't even really care about this person, but I really want my Success Club points. Okay, if you're getting to that point, maybe coaching's not for you, because people can sense somebody that's just after money. And that's not what we represent. We represent helping people achieve their goals and getting healthy. Let's see. Okay, number 10. A specific 90-day goal related to your earnings. So it could be, in 90 days, I want to be earning an extra $100, or I want to earn an extra $1,000 in the next 90 days. She said, be realistic and do not be ridiculous. Like, I'm going to make $1 million in the next 90 days. Because if you're able to do that, I best be getting a big chunk of that. So, no, just saying that, find a specific goal that will help in your earnings. Like, what is something you want to strive for? And it has to be above and beyond what you're already making right now. And it should make you nervous. She said it should not be a goal that you're like, oh, I'm going to make an extra $100 when you know that you can totally do that in your sleep. So it's got to be something that's outside of your own personal comfort zone. Like, what is a dollar amount that you would want to have to, reach that goal in 90 days? And number 11 is a push goal. She said you have to create a way of making that happen. So what are you going to do in your business that is going to make number 10 happen? Like, how are you going to make that extra money? Like, what are you going to do above and beyond, outside of your comfort zone, to make that happen? Maybe it's presenting the coach opportunity to more people and really just putting yourself out there and go for no. There's a book literally called Go for No. It is so, so good. And this guy, he goes for the no answer. You just keep going until you get that no. And if somebody tells you no, okay, you move on. And that's something I have always done, is I go for no. And if people tell me stop bothering me, okay, then you stop bothering them. But until they do, maybe it's just not their time. Maybe it's that timing that, they'll come into the business and join you. I know a perfect example is Holly Straka. I know I've talked to her before about Beachbody, and she just wasn't really interested. And then something about the post that I made this summer, she contacted me, and I was actually surprised, because I'm like, I know I've talked to her about this before. And it was all in the timing, is when she was ready. And that's when she, and she said, oh, I'm just going to, get the discount, no big deal. or no, first she was just going to try the program. So then as I'm in Summit, I get this message that she wants to sign up as a coach. And I'm like, what? Like, where did this all come from? And again, it has all to do with the timing in that person's life. And if they're interested in doing it, you let them take the ball and roll with it, because that time will happen. There's people that are going to come to you right now and be like, yeah, I'm totally going to rock this business and I'm going to do all this awesome stuff. And then they fizzle. They get burnt out, or they feel like, oh, no, I'm running out of people. I don't have enough people. And there's a bajillion people. I mean, okay, maybe that's not bajillion, but there's a lot of people in this world that maybe just aren't ready just yet. But you have to keep introducing it to everyone that you can. So again, number 11 is just your push goal. It's going to make you uncomfortable, but you have to find what will make you earn that extra money. And I really think this could really help you guys in pushing forward in your business. And I've read her push book, and that book was my very first personal development book, and I loved it. I actually have been tempted to read it again because it is really, really good. And seriously, it was my very first personal development. And she talks about just body image stuff, which was stuff I was really struggling with, still do. But it was really bad then until I read her book. And she's got other podcasts out there that are they're just really good, aimed towards business. And she's got a bunch on there. I haven't had a chance to go through any more of them because like I said, I listened to this one actually 3 times because I liked it that much. And today I decided to take notes on it. But I think if we all do this, like I'm going to write down all of my stuff that are going to be specific to everything that we have on here, these 11 things. And I need to, I would love to know what your guys's are. I think once you share them and you make it like kind of on print and you make it permanent, it puts it out to the universe. And I just think it makes it more real. So I would really like to do that. I'd like to see what you guys come up with. You can even post them in the group if you want to. Just type them all out and share them with the group, or we can make a file and you can type it in there. I just think making your goals public is a really good thing. So that is basically the call. If you guys have questions, go ahead and unmute and go ahead and just ask. Otherwise, use the chat option. Hopefully you guys are as excited about this as I am, because I think the next 90 days, if you are serious about moving your business, like these are pretty doable things. Like I don't see that these aren't things that you can't implement into your day that can help you move your business forward. So with that being said, you can unmute if you have any questions and ask away.
Okay, I'm full of questions.
Okay.
But you mentioned the success partners and how you should have a success partner that's higher ranked than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I did do 2 success partners with 2 that we're in the same rank. So we're just coaches, but we're striving on the SC 5 points and we have weekly goals. Is that something that we should reconsider, or should we just keep going? Because we're
as long as it is being beneficial. That's what I'm saying. If it's something that you feel like you're not, that you're losing sight of the goals, like you're not really pushing each other, you're not checking in, you're not seeing that it's working, then maybe finding somebody that's, a higher rank that could push you a little bit more. But if it's working, I say stick with what's working. I'm just saying if someone was brand spanking new and I threw them with somebody else that just started the same day, I think it could be very confusing. Like, what do we do? I don't know. How am I going to push you?
Right. Okay. No, we've got weekly goals and we check in. So I wanted some clarification. I think we're doing okay. So.
Okay. Anyone else?
Will you post these in the group, the list that you went down? Because I think I jumped in about halfway.
Yeah, no, that's what you get for being late. You don't get to have that in there. Yeah, there's no whining. I don't deal with whining.
Do it for me. I had to work.
Oh, don't listen to her. She's full of lies.
Okay, I'll do it for Johanna. sorry.
Or this cute face.
Where's Brent? Where's Brent? Brent, did you leave me? Brent! Brent, we got a team.
Oh, he's got his camera off. He's all like, yeah, right, I ain't getting involved.
Be smart.
Yeah, I will type them up and put them in the file. I'll try to do that probably tomorrow. And yeah, I'll get them in there and yeah, and then just try to do what you can from them. I really think when I used her push book, it has in there, like she pushes you with goals. And it was really, really good. It really helped me get outside of my comfort zone. And I know she's really big into making sure that you're filling other people's, like their, I don't know if you want to call it their love tank or their happy tank, that you're always giving back to other people, because when you do that, it does come back to you. And it may not be right away. You might feel like you're give and not getting anything back, but it does come back. I can guarantee it. I do it, and it sucks sometimes because there's times where I want to like punch Joe in the head, and but no, I'm nice. You know, I'm like, okay, I can just, maybe he didn't intentionally try to be that way, but okay, so then I'm nice and it comes back. So, you know, you just have to remember that, you know, there might be a friend that's having a bad day, but if you try to figure out something just to kind of brighten their day, it might come back to you sometime when you're down. So yeah, so if you guys, I'll put these in the group. If you don't have anything else, we can end the call. But yeah, if anybody else has anything, just unmute and go away, or not go away. Whoops, I mean talk away. Don't go away. I didn't mean that.
Always them feisty redheads. I tell you.
Yeah, you know it.
Midwestern girls. Woof.
I know.
Crazy this time of year.
Man, we had 17 people on here and they're dropping like flies, so they must be all like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, hey, fine, we're out.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night, and I will get the recording up also. I just have to put it into YouTube. So, all right. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.